Oh no, my game region. I set this up. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're playing Terraformers. We're doing a new game. And since we did Red Planet last time, I think we're gonna do Red Path this time. Well, yeah, we'll do Red Path this time. On challenging. So, a brief look behind the screen for those of you who are early. I uploaded the first VOD of Terraformers to the VOD's channel like a day or two ago. And it is the best performing video over like the first day and a half of upload of anything I've ever put on the VOD's channel, which is a pleasant surprise. I didn't think this was going to do that well, but I'm very happy that it did. So one of the things that's neat, that really kind of like got me into the feedback loop of the game, is the different kind of objective paths that you have, like, Red Planet Awaits, Red Path, Blue Path, etc. Prioritize different things. Red Planet Awaits is kind of like everything is worth points. On the Red Path, our goal is to hit certain production milestones. We want to produce water, nitrates, silicate, titanium, and tritium. And so it changes the way that you kind of think about the cards and the buildings that you're looking for. So, in terms of that, what's going to be best here? Probably not terraforming. None of this really does anything for us. Like, it increases our terraforming parameters, but the terraforming parameters don't directly contribute to our resources. Utopian does give us a lot of titanium to start, but some of it gets used up in our first house. And balanced is just kind of balanced. So I think I'm going to go with balanced here to get a little bit of extra power and just kind of hope that we can find titanium first. And lo and behold, we can. That looks like a perfect titanium mine right there. So let's see who our first two leader choices are. We've got Jorge back. Rural constructions. We are going to be building a lot of mines. So regional buildings costing less, kind of interesting. But then if we go with Tariq, we only need to produce 3 water, and then we kind of get the 4th one for free. How much water do we actually have to produce? So we do have to produce 4. If we take Tariq, we only have to produce 3. And then the 4th one's free. I think that might actually be better than this perk. And these actives I don't really see doing anything. There's not rocks in your first city. We're unlikely to get a second city up by the time his tenure's up. We're probably not going to build modular apartments. That's a lot of food in the early game. Whereas overwork is probably going to end up being pretty good to use on like our last turn. And police station's also pretty good. So I think Tariq is going to be our best option here. And then to actually get this started, I'm seeing a nice spot for farms here. We've got a little 3x3 going on down here. We have a 3x3 going on here. So if we do headquarters, happiness building, residence, we can do farm, 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 farm bonus, miscellaneous, and then we can do like generator, 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 and the generator bonus. So I think that's how we'll probably go to start. We don't need this city to be gigantic, because we're not going to be expanding very far. Grab me this titanium first, because that's going to be a titanium mine. And then we also have a silicates mine right here. And those appear to be our only 2 mines right now. How much tritium can we grab? We can get 1 more there, but that's about it. So we're a little tight on tritium at the start here. How are we on laboratory? Also going to be pretty light. That's the only place we can get nitrates. And we're also going to be pretty light on water. I don't see any water anywhere except for this small hint. So given that, I think I probably just want to start going with power immediately, because that's going to ensure that we can explore more often. Now, give me this titanium mine, and then explore me here so I can think about the silicates mine soon. What else did we get? No mines in any of those 3 spots. No large hints of anything. So that's not, like, the best start I've ever seen. Nitrates? No, probably not. But we're a long ways away from 18 tritium. We are going to need a 3rd residence here in order to expand onto this tile. So maybe give me the Have module now, and we might get lucky finding, like, 10 food in some of these spots. And then just explore me the last 2 spots here. So that one's totally barren. That'll be a good rocket site. We should get trade route this turn, so we can start trading for our tritium. And bus station's looking real good. So this is 2 free expansions by itself, and then also negative support for going out a second tile. I don't currently think we can reach anything interesting with a second tile. We can get a second silicates mine here that's 2 away. Maybe we can get something down here? No. Happiness, happiness. Okay. That's not amazing. But this is just kind of free expansion. This is ludicrously expensive. We can't even think about doing that yet. And we already have a Hab module, so, like, regardless, I think this is going to be our best pick. And I want to start trading for tritium immediately. We can sack our titanium to do that for now. But I want tritium fast. Anytime I see hints of tritium here, I'm probably grabbing it. We can get a free power out of this spot, because we'll definitely need to expand through it to get to those silicates. We're a ways off a tuber farm, but we do have large nitrates here. That could also be a mine, actually. Tuber farm kinda looking good right now. And brine electrolyzer is unlikely to happen. We only have 1 building that consumes water. Our second farm is going to be this tuber farm, so we're probably only going to have 2 buildings that cost water. So it's only going to give us 4 support. I don't think that's that great. So do I want the tuber farm or do I want the windmills? I think we'll be able to build a tuber farm sooner, so we'll probably go with that. We do have a hint of tritium here, so grab me that now. That puts us at 6. And if I build bus station right now, I get +1 silicates, and I get a spot where a rocket could go. Is that better than waiting 3 turns to get a tritium thermal generator? We still have 40 power, so I think it is. And the bus station, this, and this are all open. We could get some kind of adjacency bonus here. We could do like science building, and then science hub, which would mean we'd put a bus station like there. And then we can expand here for our silicates mine. And the second tile... No, we want to go there and there, so I'm just going to fire it off. I know I said we weren't going to do a lot of expansion, but this might honestly be like another residence, and then like a happiness building, and then maybe the police station. Because I think I'm going to I need at least 2 more tiles, maybe more. Do I still want to trade for tritium? Yes, I do. This turn. Exploration satellite is huge. A robot hub is also huge. Is it better than a laboratory right now? I would kind of like to get science off the ground. To start making some. How important is it that I get the robot hub up? Well, we could explore, and we could build mines on both those if we constructed a robot hub. So actually, that's kind of good. Yeah, actually, like, really good. I think that's much better than a laboratory. Put you, like, here, because you're going to be next to 2 power plants, so a residence definitely can't go there. And then we will exploration satellite one of these spots. And we will explore the second spot. They are both small deposits. But that's okay, it's something. We do need to stop trading titanium, though. Let's trade silicates for a bit. We gotta let this build back up. And this is actually a great opportunity to just get directly to 4 titanium, so that we can build that mine next turn. Did we uncover anything else interesting? We uncovered another large hint of silicates. But we're already going to be mining 2. So if that's a big deposit, that could actually be all of our silicates done in one shot. We'll see what it turns out being. Public baths is a lot of water for us right now. Regolith burner is completely useless because we have no rock. So it's just like a greenhouse farm. Probably better than public baths. Yeah, sure. Build our mine. And even though it's 3 power, I do think I'll explore this. 4 silicates. Oh, I need to move myself. Where do I live for this? I think I'm okay living in this corner. It means you're not going to be able to see life forms, but nothing else happens down there, I'm pretty sure. So that was our titanium trade. What do we want next? 8, 9. We trade for 1 of these. We can build the tuber farm next turn. We can double our food production. That seems alright. Here's our first support penalty. Do we need to expand anymore? I don't think so. I'd like to pick up that tile, because that could be a pretty easy like bacteria spreader or a second mine. But this as a trade hub is going to go crazy, because you've got 2 mines, which is going to get us 2 free trade routes. So that definitely is going to be rocket hub. Maybe now is the time to grab science, because I'm not taking either of those other 2. And we kind of screwed our adjacency a bit here. Like, we could still do science, bonus science. That leaves us with 2 food per turn. But realistically, how many more cities are we going to make, and how much more food do we need when we could just trade for it? Not a lot. So this tuber farm is going to go in here. We'll get the food started first. We only need 5 nitrates total. We could probably even just pick it up from doing exploration. Although I'm not seeing any super close. There's that one. But I also want to get this tritium going so we can start building our power back up. We're down to 11 power. So I think we need to do that. And then we need to do that. And this is just going to be forever trade. We're getting +2 per turn. Not really using it for anything. We're just going to set that up to be traded every time it comes in. Oh, and this isn't a large... Well, it is. So we build a mine here. We get 20 support. And we get 2 silicates per... Oh, it costs us 20 support. That's fine. I'm probably still going to build a mine on that instead of keeping it a natural site. Technological advancements. New research projects have been proposed by our R&D department. We have... All technologies cost 25% less science. 2 support for every new trade route you create. For every 3 permanent project proposal increases you do, increase the amount of projects you can research by 1. I don't love either of these, so maybe we just take Scientific Archive and we make future stuff cheaper. I can't see us taking either of these, so I guess we just grab another tritium generator. And now, this is an ideal spot for exploration satellites, because it's way out there now. We'll take that 10 food as well, that's nice. We're at 14 science. Give me 15 just so I can finish that technology next turn. And then the next exploration we do should probably be here to get nitrates. That puts us at 4. Man, I wish I had 2 trade routes. We don't need to rush that. And if we just do this, we can build the lab, and then we can do this without the trade route, and we can just go back to importing tritium. So let's do that instead. Should also start thinking about where our next city goes. I see a large hint of tritium here. So that's looking like an early candidate for where our next city might be. Hopefully we can find like 2 or 3 more potential mine locations up there. We'll find out. I see a lot of science buildings. This gets us 2 extra expansion points in Wet Patera. It's not that important, I don't think. There's like a couple happiness buildings that we might be able to get out here, but they might also just be like new city locations and not actually good for anything. There's no mines up here. So we're unlikely to need to build this. I don't really care if new technologies are suggested 50% faster, and we kind of have plans for the science anyway, but a development center is going to be such a long ways away. It's good, but it's a long ways away. I guess it's still kind of like the best thing here. And we are about to set our science up. So I do think I'm going to go science, science, and then bonus science. And we'll just stick with a 2-building synergy for our farms. Now, this is going to be extremely power expensive. I kind of want to skip that, because we only have 6. Let's make sure we're importing tritium. Do we have any other tritium that's easy to reach? This one's 3. And it did give us 3 tritium, so we can build you. And we're going to keep importing it because we want to build the second one, and we even want to build a third one. I want to do a lot of exploration, and we need power for mines. But as soon as the second one goes up, we probably switch to water, so I can start thinking about a second city. Oh, Tariq's retiring. I would have liked to build a police station, but I was not paying attention. Oh well. What do you do? Found a new city, gain +2 support. That's not great. Industrial lobbying, pretty great though. Interclass dialogue center is okay. Or Alex gives us +1 nitrates for every 3 new nitrates you start producing, but we already started producing one, so we're not going to get a free nitrates out of that for the purposes of actually completing this scenario. We get free field. We can also turn not owned water deposits into oceans, but we're going to want to mine those because this is a red planet, or a red path run. So we don't actually care about our terraforming parameters at all. Which means we're probably just going to take Pakai for industrial lobbying. Now, what have you given me? +1 nitrates for every 3 population in the city. We do need nitrates for this game. We're currently saving water for a city, and we don't need more people. So give me the composting facility, and we also might build it. We only have 2 population here, which is unfortunate, though. We'd need 1 more person living here. Like, we could do it. Should also just research that. If we built a hab module here, it'd give us 1 more expansion point. And we could put it... We actually do want to expand to that spot when we get life forms, probably. So you know what? Sure. We probably didn't need to do that right now. But we'll do it right now. And then... I still really want tritium, but we don't even have the power to make it out there. So instead, let's see if we can connect it that way. Silicates and titanium, who cares? Okay, so we have a silicates mine and a tritium mine on this flat plain spot. And we might have more stuff in here that we're able to reach. Does a meteorite give us resources? No, it gives us science per turn. So that's not immediately useful. But that's an early candidate spot for where our next city might go. Produces 1 science, adjacent population provides 2 support. That would have been nice to put down in our starting city, but that opportunity is gone now. This opportunity is also kind of gone. I know we're losing 3 support per turn, but we have 265, so we're probably fine. Give me a robot hub that we'll probably just end up building in the second city that we found, once we have the resources for it. And then this we can now reach with 3 power. So it's 4 tritium. It puts us to 6. It is a small mine, which is unfortunate. But man, if that's an empty tile, we can build a second mine that hits the tritium and the silicates and maybe other stuff out there. That would go pretty hard. No mine. Unlucky. And no other connections. But it's a large deposit. So this mine puts us at 4 silicates. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. Do you give me power? Double resource production this turn? Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Here's our landing pad. What are we taking it over? Yeah, that's fine. That's also fine. Landing pad number 1. Give me a second trade route. We gotta burn these silicates off. This puts us at 9 tritium for this tritium thermo generator. Industrial lobbying does not give us power, but it does give us like pretty much everything else, and we still need 5 more water. So I'm just going to lobby. And actually, we only need to do that once now. So start importing power as well. And then here is our organism pick. So we could take 2 atmosphere, 1 atmosphere, and 1 oxygen. Minimum requirement is -2 temperature. Minimum requirement is 0 temperature. It's going to be easier to get cyanophyta to grow. Here is our soil factory for food production. Exhaust processor, not going to need. Courthouse would be really nice, but I think it's less important than upping our food production for that 3rd tile in this city. You're going to go in. And now our power is looking pretty good, so let's start importing nitrates so that we can build our soil factory. Let's find something to explore. I guess just keep going up here. No, it's 4 power, man. You can't afford that. Why don't you see if any of these have something interesting? That's a crater, so that's going to be a new city site. It did find a water deposit, potentially. Good to know. 2 extra projects each turn. That would be good, and I'd like it, but our science is stretched really thin right now. We've got 40 science that we want to spend, and we're only making 1 per turn. So I think I might need to take the lab instead. And this is going to be a very temporary lab. I think it's probably going to end up getting bulldozed eventually. But for now, we have so many nitrates and silicates. Well, so many silicates, not that many nitrates, but we can get more. I just want to start producing the science to get us over this giant bottleneck that we have going on. I will explore here for 2. And then I will exploration satellite this water spot. Which not only, it's only a small deposit, that's unlucky. Which not only gives us the water for a city, but also uncovers the fact that there's an aquifer there. So, 3 more turns, 4 more turns, and we can construct our next city here. We've even got extra water for a greenhouse farm ready to go. And then next exploration satellite, probably that spot, to see if we could put another rocket pad there. I don't want to spend the spare water on an oxygen factory right now. I don't want to spend the spare nitrates on a cultured meat lab right now. I don't need a house right now because food's kind of thin, and we have a severe science bottleneck, so I think we're turning this into science. I think we'll just take the extra science per turn out of that one, even though it's not great. And then let's continue going to cheap sites. Only power 2 or less. This is just free water and silicates. Don't really care about silicates. This is just free support. Ooh, and free food. I will take that. If we get another exploration node, we could get 5 support out of that. It wouldn't be that bad to grab. But we don't have the means to get there right now. Do we still need to trade for tritium? No, I don't think that's right. I think we double trade for nitrates now to get the soil factory up. And we could found a city. We don't have the power to place a robot hub immediately. So I think the next couple turns we're probably going to do industrial lobbying to just let the power build up. What are you? Oh, there's an extra titanium deposit here. Interesting. And there's kind of like a free happiness building in here. So found me this city. High titanium stead? Sure. This is +2 support. You're going to be mine stuff, so no one's going to want to live next to you. You're going to want to be house, house, house. The best we can do is a 2-tile configuration for a farm. So like farm, soil factory, farm. Which means we need power to remove that rock, which we don't currently have. But that's okay, we can wait a turn. And then we can spend the extra water on this greenhouse farm, build up our food faster, so we can get more tiles out of this place. I think I'd want to do that. You're not that important. We're not building a lot else in the future. Donley Lab, 28 science to get our double food production. We're already working on one, and 50 support is kind of nice when we're at break-even support right now. So I'll take that. This is 2 power on an elevated spot. You're an elevated spot, but you're titanium. You're an elevated spot, but you're nitrates. You might be an elevated spot. You might also be an elevated spot, and both of those are within reach, so let's take a peek. I know I said I didn't want to... Well, I can just wait for the exploration satellite to come around. Give me industrial lobbying this turn. I don't want a rover exploration center. I don't want public baths. Give me the photovoltaic field. We might not end up spending it, but we're so silicates rich that this is basically free. House, house, house. So this can be like robots, robots for expansion. And it lets us just get the mines up faster. So we go here and here, and we just wait for the power to come in so we can actually build on these. Titanium first, or tritium first almost certainly, because that's important, and then silicates just to finish off that aspect of the red path. Yes. A second bus station. We don't know if it would be good yet. We want to expand there. We don't have any... Okay, let's do this first. Let's explore you for free without power. You only show us 1 extra node. It is an insult, quite frankly. And this only gives us 5 support. This will absolutely be a rocket landing site. To get the, like, +2 trade routes. So that makes expansion less important. It makes a landing pad a little more important, but we're probably not going to build it immediately because we can't expand to it. But then the upside of a bus station is really high. Like, it's 2 free nodes, just flat out, which is already good, and then it's also reducing negative support if we have to go 2 tiles away. So if we want to be safe, we might just take the bus station. I would like to have another landing pad, but I think the upside of the bus station is better. And we're still saving power? Well, not really. Well, no, we are. We're saving it for mines. I was thinking, can we blast this rock out of the way to put down a greenhouse farm? But saving power now is more important than just generating food for no real reason right now. Give me the tritium mine. And then this is 8 power away. I still can't afford to explore right now. I'd like this to be the bacteria spreader. And I kind of just want to put a photovoltaic field down that we, destroy like 2 turns later. I don't think that's worth it, though. We'll just be patient. We're not in a huge rush. We are generating a trit per turn. So we could do import methane. But I know that trit is also used for the rocket landing pads, like the upgraded ones, so I don't really want to commit a lot of trit to a project. It is kind of like free storage, though, because if we decide we don't want to do it later, we can just delete it. We're maybe doing a HAB module, actually. We're probably going to build a bus station here, in which case the HAB module gets us here, it gets us here, or it gets us here, or it could get us here, whatever's on that tile. And I don't currently have a house to expand with, so I'm going to take the HAB module, just so we have a house that we can use. And we're going to continue to be patient with our power, so that we can build our silicates mine. Or possibly a bus station. Not exactly sure which one we want right now. This, on the other hand, we absolutely make. Oh god, but resonance station's here too. Oh, that's a hard choice. That's a really hard choice. I think it's probably import tritium, because this is an objective that wins us the game, 2 trit per turn. This is just a nice synergy. But we can trade for power. Like, if we need to import power, we can import power. We can't just import trit to win the game. So I think I have to take this. As much as I would like to have Resonance Station, and also I think this is one of our best support buildings, I have to take import tritium. It's just going to be better. And we're going to shut down the trade routes to get this thing up as well. So 9 turns, that'll be done. We can also afford our bacteria spreader now. We finally made it to 20 science. Is that better than a development center? Yes. What am I thinking? It's absolutely better than a development center. No, it's not. The development center's better. Development center would have allowed us to take both of those cards. That would have been huge. So give me the development center. Oh, we could just take it now! I'm stupid. we can have our cake and eat it too. This works out perfectly. Yeah, that's great. That's a huge turn. What else can we build? We have, well, we could just build the silicate mine. We don't need 4 silicates per turn, but it will be nice to trade it eventually. And you can still perform an action. You're just going to lobby. Keep our tritium stocks up. And we're good. Next. Removing a rock provides titanium. I like it. Convert 3 silicates to 10 titanium. I love it with the amount of silicates that we have right now. And a sewage treatment plant is water if the city has at least 4 population. I love that. I love everything you do. You're going to have to be really good to top that. That's not great. That's never happening. That's also, like, probably never happening. You seem not good, and you seem incredible. So that's a pretty easy... Oh, and we get the spaceport. It's all coming together. A school, not right now. An Android hub, also not right now, but because I don't have the power for you. Spaceport's amazing. Spaceport and a science. I disrespect all the other choices we had there. We want to rush this out as fast as humanly possible. So we are going to scour the map for tritium for our exploration satellite, +6. Okay, now we're just waiting for power. And we're gonna... Where do I have 4 population? You're 3. I need 1 more. I need 1 more house here to get +1 water per turn. Which I want. I'm interested in this. Should we just do it now? We could just do it now. Adjacent population gets upset, so it's probably going to go here. We're just going to say we're never going to build the 3rd tritium thermogenerator. 4 power per turn is not good, but at least we can trade. And you don't work yet, but you will do. Eventually. What else are we doing this turn? This is now miles off. So I'm thinking, do we just build the photovoltaic field? Because we didn't find high ground over here. That might still be high ground. That might still be high ground. I'll wait on it a little bit longer, but I'm not happy about it. Support's starting to become a problem. We're rocking a nice -11 there. This is our +1 house for our capital city, Wet Patera. I'm not going to need another one of you for a while. Like, we haven't even built the first one. And you would, like, be nice, but terraforming parameters don't do a lot for us this game. So I'm just going to turn you into extra science and try and rush out this bacteria spreader. I'll deign to spend 2 power here in the hopes that it might be high ground. It's not, but it's an empty tile. So we could put a photovoltaic field there relatively guilt-free next turn when we build this bus station. Which also gets us this meteorite. Yeah, I like this. And we'll only be at 7 power next turn. We're getting +4, but one of it's going towards tritium from Mercury. So I was thinking, destroy this rock, finally build this greenhouse farm, because it's just kind of sitting in our hand not doing anything. But if we destroy that rock, we can't afford bus station next turn. Bus station's way more important. And it's going to go right there, because it's actually the only tile we can reach. So I think this is good. I think we're fine. Radio Durance, 2 tritium per turn if climate zone has a city, but requires a rainfall. It's still more likely we're going to need that than just a random tundra forest. Like, they have the same requirement. We could take a plant spreader, which would basically just give us 1 free science, but Radio Durance might be good, so we'll do that. And then second bacteria spreader, unlikely. Hospital, would like it, but we're still gated on science. Tritium thermal generator, we could do like generator, third generator, or double production there. And we are still kind of gated on power, and we are about to have a lot of tritium. So I think I've talked myself into doing that, and then turning the other one into science. And not only have I done that, I've also talked myself into waiting on the bus station for 1 turn to destroy this. To actually just get that tritium thermogenerator active now, because power is such a bottleneck for us currently. This also lets us build our farm, and then next turn we have enough nitrates to build our soil factory. So what do I want to do with you this turn? We're going to have 3 people living here. Might have 4 people living here. We could put a house there. And if we had 4 people living here, then conceivably we could do a sewage treatment plant. It would have to go... Where would it have to go? Because this is going to be house and house, and that's going to be house. And that's farm, buff, farm. So it can't go here, it can't go any of these places, can't go there. Can't go here, because then it would be adjacent to this house. The only place it can go is here, and it kind of fricks with our tritium thermogenerator setup, but we can just build a second tritium thermogenerator there. We don't have to do the synergy. So I like that. And then with spare power, why don't you just give me an extra titanium? So we've moved ourselves very far away from the bus station and very far away from the spaceport. But I think we've done it for principled reasons. I really want to get this up, though. We should stop getting distracted, and we should build this. Because this is a huge spot for it. It gives us the comfort bonus in Wet Patera, and it gives us 2 free trade routes. We really got to build that next, because it's going to catapult our economy into the stratosphere. You are an orbital telescope. Who cares? What's up, Ruby? How you doing? You're an Android hub. Who also cares? You're a research center, which I'd like, but I'm still gated on science. So, we're about to get +2 tritium in 5 turns. Silicates are free. Do I have any reason that I would just say no to 3 science per turn? I really don't think so. And what's the drawback? We lose out on 1 science. Take it. We might decide we're wrong later and just delete the project. But who cares? Finally, give me the soil factory. 5 food per turn. It's going to make it real easy to build these handful of buildings. Next turn, we have enough power for the bus station. We're going to expand here and here. We're going to expand here and here. And you're going to be a photovoltaic field, which isn't super impressive because you're not Highlands. But I'll live. I won't be happy, but I'll live. What do we want to use our exploration satellite on this turn? Tritium, almost certainly. 2 tritium. 11, 12 next turn. 8 power next turn. Oh my god, look at it all up here. I can't reach any of it, because this is an incredible amount of power to explore up there. That's very unlucky. And you can still perform an action. I think this is a good silicates to titanium turn, because we've built both sewage treatment plants. Yeah. And we can't explore. We're saving our power, so really the only thing you can do here is silicates to titanium. Next, research project. Terraforming observations. 10 science when you increase a terraforming parameter. This is not the run. 5 support for every new technology. Don't really care. Selling a project provides 10 support instead of 1 science. That seems... I'm actually kind of relying on the science we get from selling projects. So I guess like applied research is maybe the best. It's just 5 support income and then maybe more later on down the road. We're probably not going to hit a single terraforming observation this game. Just being completely honest. So yeah, I'll take applied research. And then something to spend power on? No thank you. Hab module, we've got 2 already. Greenhouse farm? I wouldn't mind it, honestly. Like, I know where it'll go, so I'll take it just in case, and then turn the other one into science. Now, we're at 8 power. Next turn we're at 12 power. Turn after that we're at 16. That will allow us to build spaceport. I could get distracted and I could build a bus station. I refuse to get distracted and build a bus station. I refuse to get distracted and do applied research. I might do applied research. How much do I care about a bacteria spreader? I know this is the part you probably can't... Oh, no, you can see it. That's perfect. I really don't care about atmosphere oxygen per turn. And I don't have the rainfall for radiodurance. So this is, like, not that important. And we are at minus 11 support. Just give me the free plus 5 support right now. Just give it to me. And then still can't afford power. Just get 10 more titanium. We're net plus 4 silicates per turn. I'm not going to miss 3. We're still positive silicates every turn even after using this. It's crazy. Anything else we need to do? No. We're still trading for you. A train station. This is plus 2 expansion tiles and plus 1 distance over the bus station. We kind of ruined our synergy for the resonance station. I don't think I care about an entertainment center. Give me a train station. We don't have the power for it right now, but like maybe eventually we will. And when we do, what does that allow us to reach? It allows us to reach this aquifer from Wet Patera. It allows us to reach... That's about it. But over here, that's like also about... Okay, so it's not going to be the world's best train station, but it is going to be a train station. You I had a place for. What was your job here? What would you say that you did here? I think you went here, and we got rid of one of the labs, because that'll put us at 4 population to turn the sewage treatment plant on. Does that sound right? That does sound right. Would I rather do you, or would I rather do the Hab module? Because I can't really make use of 2 tiles. This is 1 population and 1 robot. This is just 1 population. I don't have a lot for the second population to do. I'm mostly thinking about expanding here for high plateau for 2 power from photovoltaic field. That's about all that you do, because train station's going to get us out here. Yeah, I think I just need 1 pop. So I think you just go here and replace the laboratory. You go here. We say no to guided tours, and we build just an enormous amount of solar panels there instead. Now we're at 7 power per turn. That seems pretty good. I think that's probably where we can say we don't need to invest in power that much anymore. So give me 10 more titanium, and then just end me the turn. Sure, show me Deimos. It's a lot of science. It's a titanium. We still do need 2 titanium. So, Yeah, start me the project. No promises. And then we've got 1 science per life form. Never happening. Landing pad looking real good. Don't know where it's going to go yet, but I don't care about a gas factory. Where will you go? You could go here. Could also go... No, that's going to be the big spaceport is going to go there. Speaking of, before we do anything else, give me free tritium. Upgrade this. So now, this is a free trade route, this is a free trade route. We have gained 2 free imports. We would like to spend them on tritium for this bus station. We would like to spend it on not silicates and not titanium. Probably not nitrates either. We're not doing anything with nitrates anymore. Science, maybe? Power, maybe? Honestly, probably power. And then because we upgraded this, we also just have a free route, which we'll put there. So next turn, power's done. Turn after that, titanium will be done. We'll be getting our tritium per turn. What else are we doing? We have spare water. We can put you in. Sure, just get rid of it. Would be nice to have a soil factory here, but we'll wait. It's not mission critical. And am I willing to say that you're never going to be a bacteria spreader? Because you could also be a landing pad. I'm not willing to say that you'll never be a bacteria spreader. Currently. I might be willing to say that later, but I'm not willing to say it right now. We have, for the first time in our life, a little bit of spare power, so why don't you show me a bit more of what's around here? That's just an empty tile. You love to see it. So when this becomes train station, we're going here and here. This is going to be a second spaceport. We're going to get another free trade route out of the mine, and we'll get a free water trade route that we probably won't use, but we will have it. Yeah, I'm not willing to say that that's going to be a landing pad yet. We have a Mars quake. Let's hope that's not too bad. 3 power per turn. I don't think I need it. Eco homes? I don't think I need it. We've still got this. We're sitting on a home already. This is -6 support per turn to get food. Also don't care. Might just turn all of you into research. I wouldn't mind picking this up if we had a free slot, but I think both the projects we currently have are better. So I'm just going to turn you into science. Now, let's fix all the damage from this Mars quake. We're out of water. That's 11 nitrates to fix. That's not happening for a while. That we can do, though. That we can do for sure. Alright, so you're going to stay broken forever, basically. You're going to fix in 11 turns automatically. We're probably not going to touch you before then. What else can I do this turn? I can explore, but I am kind of saving up power for this train station. I'm kind of saving up nitrates for this bus, or tritium for this bus station. I'm kind of getting set to get +3 science per turn. And really what we need to be doing right now is we need to be doing more exploring. Because we are at 1 out of 4 water, 1 out of 4 nitrates, 2 out of 4 titanium. We're about to be at 3 out of 4 tritium. But we got to find a new space. And up here is looking like it's going to be nitrates and tritium. That'll take us to at least 2 of 4. If it's a large deposit, nitrates will be done between composting facility, U, and the one we have already. And with tritium from Mercury, that will finish tritium. So this is looking like a really good spot to settle. I just want to explore that tile next time I have satellites up. Let's also check down here just to see if we've missed anything important. It's flat plains. We could found a city there. It's not that important. And up here... where are you going to go? There's not a lot of space for you. Probably like here. But you don't actually give us the nitrates yet, so I'm going to wait a little longer. Let's just keep stacking power up. 10 support per turn. It's kind of free. It's extremely free with the amount of titanium that we have. Robot Ingenuity Center, I don't think I need the points. And Exploration Center, I don't need. So we're going to finish you. We're going to take this. We're going to turn one more into science. But you're the project we actually care about right now. We want to get a bit of extra science because we're continually science bottlenecked by just random stuff that we pick up. We can also afford the train station. That gets us our 1 water. And a free tile. I think I'd be willing to do that. Just right now. Boom. Boom. Can't afford the mine yet. Next turn. That'll be a next turn thing. We can afford 1 exploration here. Just get free support for it. Totally fine. This is not a good landing pad site. We only have 1 mine to take advantage of. I'm not seeing a lot of better options. Well, actually I am. This is a better option. Like, literally right here. Because then we get another free silicates mine trade route when we upgrade it. And we also just get more slots to finish these projects. Which is really what I'm interested in doing that. We're still importing 1 tritium. That's fine. I want to build a bus station. We're still importing 1 power. That's also fine. I want to build a bus station. But after the bus station's gone, we might pivot to importing science to finally get this stupid bacteria spreader down so we can stop talking about it. We have a quantum data center. I don't need that bonus science. I will take any random landing pad you put in front of me. Look, they're basically free. So they are basically free. Just put 1 down. If you destroy it in 4 turns, who cares? You get 4 turns of free trade routes. Why would you not? And then build me my bus station too. Which we said was going to go here, I believe. Sure. Might be wrong. We'll find out. You are expanding to here for sure. Because this is just silicates to make bonus science. And then this is just an empty tile. It gives us a silicates mine trade route if we upgrade it. This also does. I think these are just like kind of the same. So just stick 1 there. And what I want to do with this exploration satellite is reveal this tile so that I can actually found a city here when we get to 10 water. You are rich soil, which is 2 nitrates. So, nitrates are 1 of 4 now. This is 2 of 4 when built in an appropriate city. This will be 4 of 4 nitrates. Tritium, 3 of 4. This will be 4 of 4 tritium. The only things we have to worry about from this point forward are water and titanium. And we know there's 1 titanium on Deimos City when we actually finish it. So we need to find water. We need to look for any large hint of water, and we have found none. Which is a little worrying. But we also have like 30 turns to figure out where it comes from to come in under time. This is also your last turn of existence. Give me more titanium. We should not need titanium for the rest of the game now. We're extremely full. So let's see who we get next. Nihile's trade boost is really good. Embassy's not great. City of the Year's not great. Mariam gives us bonus power. Drone Hub is incredible, and Innovate is incredible. So I think that's going to be the choice right there. Drone Hub for free is just so good. This is good. That's just a free upgrade to our photovoltaic field. This is also quite good, because it doubles up the number of people that can live per tile. So we'll take both of those. We don't even need to innovate. Like, we already saw the 2 things we wanted. I think I can finally afford to repair you. Yeah, we'll just repair that. We'll upgrade this. It's going to cost us all of our science. This bacteria spreader is never getting built. Not this game, not any game, not ever. We'll delete this, and we'll put this house in. start working towards the composting facility that's going to go here. And with these expansion tiles, we'll go here. I guess we're not really doing anything else, so why not set up guided tours? And then if we repossess this mine from Wet Patera, what else would we enable you to grab? You could grab that. You could grab a canyon view. One comfort of living. And it's not nothing, and it is like a slightly better use of our tiles. So we'll do that, we'll do this, build that. It just makes people slightly happy. We're at a very healthy plus 10 now, which is good. I like that. And the next thing that we want to do is we're going to shut down these trades. We're going to open up these trades. And we're going to build a city here. So we're keeping an eye out for robot hubs, drone hubs, android hubs. Any of those, we can do fast expansion out here. Another bus station would be really nice. Any of that kind of stuff that we can see. And I actually don't think I can use any of your abilities this turn, because I don't really... I mean, I could just build like a drone hub here, but we're not going to use it on any tile. Is there a downside to just putting a free robot down? Not really. So we'll do it. Minus 18. Okay, so we're down to minus 8, but it's not that bad. What is bad are these choices. I like delivery drones as like the adjacent population is happier building, but this is one of the few times where I don't think we need it. This is good for support, so I guess like we could build a hospital. If we build a hospital over top of the natural site, we'd actually lose out on quite a bit of support, because this is only +1 for adjacent population. So maybe we don't even do that. I don't care about a lab. I think you're all getting turned into science this turn. I guess I could have innovated. I probably should have innovated, but I didn't. So we're just going to have to live with our mistake. Show me what you got up here. 10 power is pretty nice. This seems like a horrendous place to make a city. It doesn't really, like, do anything. We could just get the composting facility down. We have 2 people living here. This skyscraper will make it 4 when we finally build it. Or we could just hold on to this and save up the science for a bacteria spreader. There's no reason to build it now, I guess, is what I'm saying. There's no real reason to, like, build any... Oh, we're skipping out on a trade route. Put it in there. Arctic hares or alpine pine forest? Probably neither, and we're just going to turn you into science right away. Now remember, you have Innovate, which is very good. Because we're not doing Development Center, Nitrous Gas Factory, or Miner's Cottage. So get your +4 science, and also look at more projects. Would you build a windmills when you have 47 titanium? Yeah, maybe. Would you build a bacteria spreader? No. Would you build a cultured meat lab? No. No. Yeah, just give me the windmill, and then I'll take a free +1 science. Should you take a development center? Take a development center just to have in your hand. Your hand has the space. Now this is basically free. We might replace it later, but let's just grab 1 power while it's there. And then we gotta find water. There's probably water like at the poles, right? That's how that works. So let's start working towards the pole. That's a large tritium deposit, so we're going to be super fine on tritium. It has shown us no water. That's unlucky. Trade routes aren't assigned. That is because this one's full. Start setting me up with space hotels. Let's get that done. This, again, looks like a whole lot of stuff that I don't really want. Road paver's fine, but I don't feel a need to expand right now. Laboratory I don't have space for. Entertainment center. This isn't a game for adjacent population support. I don't need support. I just need to keep people from being crushingly unhappy. So a second skyscraper is probably looking pretty great. Research center's also looking pretty great. Let's do that. Let's turn you on. Let's continue to disrespect the bacteria spreader. And instead, we're going to build a city here next turn. Exactly next turn, in fact. And we're just going to stuff it full of a bunch of research buildings. Like, holy cow, it has a tritium deposit inside? I didn't even look at the landing site yet. That's huge. The headquarters is probably going to go here. And then we can do residence, residence. Maybe adjacent support is happy. And then like research, 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 research. Just all through here. Seems like the plan. Because there's no space in Wet Patera anymore. We could get rid of... Well, we actually could just get rid of this laboratory. We're getting +5 science per turn now because of that telescope. Yeah. I don't think we even need that lab anymore. And now we get +1 research project, which is just going to be one more science. So we actually make 7 science per turn right now if we use Innovate, because we innovate for +4, and then we decline all 3 projects and we get +3. I think science is... Well, okay, so it's 7 science per turn. And then the 4 more, so it's 11 science per turn if we just go all in on science. I don't think we need labs anywhere anymore. Like, at all. Which is good, because we just bulldozed the last one we had. Let's get this started. Let's not get this started. We need that food to set up a city next turn. Double check your math. 19, 20, 21 from trade routes, and 30. So next turn we can build that city. You're interesting. You're not. You're not, really. Like, you're sort of interesting, but you're also not that interesting. And I also want to kind of save our action for an explorer so we can start to find water. So give me 1, turn it into 2 science, and let's keep 8. Okay, let's found the city first. It's way too much. Sabishi. Sure. Build a tritium mine. Were we saving a space over here for another generator? We were. You just go there. And then here, okay, we have 33 power. Just start clearing it in preparation of what's to come. 9, 13. We need 14. Import 1 science so I can build that next turn. And now, you just get rid of all your food. You don't need it. We are looking for a robot hub or an android hub in our next couple blueprint picks. It's rather important. And we're also just going to keep heading north here. No hints of small water. This is starting to turn into a problem. It's not a problem yet, but it is starting to turn into a problem. That I cannot find any water on this map. We've also found Phobos. Phobos has a water deposit. Okay, at least we have that. We are clogging up all of our space projects. That's exactly what we need. Don't care about you. Have no room for you. Need to explore instead of using you. Just give me the 2 science. Come up here. You're going to be a development center. You are going to be an android hub, or a robot hub. And we're going to get these mines going. Nitrates mine, build it. Tritium mine, build it. This is available for activities, I suppose. And then we might find stuff out here as well. Let's just explore anything. Okay, large hint of water. How good is it? It's a small aquifer. It's also an eternity away. That's not great. I'd ideally like to find something a little closer. So what are our most important resources right now? We are getting +2 water, so we'll turn that off. Actually, maybe water's not that bad, right? Because we've got a water treatment plant here that's running. We have a water treatment plant here that isn't running, so that's going to be 3 water. And then we just need to find one more of any aquifer. And we, so say we get a train station, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. People are going to be miserable. They're going to hate it because it's so far away, but that is our 4th water. And then realistically, what do we need? Just 2 more titanium. So actually, maybe we should be looking for, large hints of titanium on this map. Because nitrates is going to be done as soon as we build the composting facility. Which you're not quite at yet. Yeah, we're only at 2 population, but you'll be at 4 when we build the skyscraper. And that turns both of those on. So maybe we're actually kind of okay. Keep importing food in that case, because we want to build the skyscraper, and we're going to need to probably found at least 1 more city. And then fill these projects up with water. Actually, I think this is the one that has water on it. Which one has water on it? Can I zoom out and look at them? I can. Okay. Phobos is the one that has water on it. What did you have? Oh, you had titanium. Okay, so these are both good. We actually kind of want both of them. Probably doesn't really matter which one we complete first, then. Now, I am spoiled for choice. I think we just kind of, anytime we see a research center or development center show up, we just take it. +1 power, don't care. Don't care. Don't really care. Would be nice to have, but food's going to be stretched thin for a little bit. Oxygen factory, don't care. Give me 2 extra science. Turn you on. So support is fine. Start looking out here. See if you find it. Okay, that's a much closer hint of water. That's actually within our grasp. Just build you. What else do we need to do? Nothing. We're just kind of waiting for food to come in. I think the next couple turns are just going to be hitting next turn a lot and redistributing trade routes. Unless something truly incredible comes through our new project queue. Would you describe any of these as truly incredible? Android Hub kind of just gets the water by itself. So I would say that's a good one. We said we take any development center we see, so that's a pretty good one. The rest of them, though? We have the free slot, I guess. But do we need the science per turn? No. So, your opportunity cost is not completing your planet projects that win you the game. Okay, fair point. I'll throw them in the garbage, then. You've made a compelling argument. Show me this. That's an aquifer. Build you. People are going to be real mad. It's okay, I'll build you a viewpoint tower, and I'll build you a mine. Water is done. Deimos City is the one that doesn't have water. Perfect. I actually don't need to start a city on Phobos anymore. I know we put, a lot of water into it. It's okay, don't cry about it. We have a lot of water left still. We even still have 1 more free exploration. Just go here. Next thing we're waiting for. Don't care about science. Give me extra food. Get this skyscraper up so we can get this composting facility up so that nitrates is done. And then just find 2 titanium anywhere. Really, realistically, 1 titanium anywhere. Because the second titanium you need is on Deimos City. But if you can find it earlier, more power to you. So this might matter for grabbing a titanium deposit that we see. This is just good. I think I still need to keep exploring with Mariam, so I don't want to use Innovate just to stack up science and get these out earlier. It's not that important. I would rather excavate or explore with you. That's not titanium. That's not titanium either. Kind of struck out in that direction. Redistribute our trade routes, and we go again. Support's turning into an issue, but your people... We are at +4 water per turn, so I think we could afford a hydroponic farm. We'll get that back. And another exploration satellite also seems really good. Don't worry about those for now. Just get these other exploration satellites in the air. Because we might find like a large tritium mine and then not even need to build a city on Deimos. And then take me in here. Replace that. It's just one more food. We'll get plenty of water back. Water and then some. You might show me something kind of interesting. Nope, just kidding. Okay. But we do have enough science for a development center, so we'll just cram that in here somewhere. That gives us one more free science per turn, because we might, if we find a titanium deposit that's a long ways away, we might be able to just win with a road paver depot, so let's grab it. Miriam is retiring. Thank you for all the work that you did. Holy cow. You are Space Project woman. Supporter comfort is extra. Eh. Space hotels, eh. Alternative space metals, eh. Anastasia is independence? We rely way too much on trade to do independence this game. It increases our global comfort of living, which is support, but generates negative support per active trade route, so we're never going to press that button. Acknowledging that we're never going to press that button, how good is she? This is good with all the extra building stuff we have going on, but we're not really waiting on buildings, we're waiting on nodes, or like tiles. This is also a really good exploration perk. Man, maybe we just take Deja to make sure we don't lose. So we don't really care about support, but we do care about having support not hit 0. Do I want any of this? Maybe? No, 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 maybe. Now where do I think titanium lives? Here? Nope. Titanium does not live there. I'm giving up down there. I'm going back up here. This is where all the resources are. I don't need to build any of these. I'm really holding out on the skyscraper for this spot to get our last water that technically we don't even need. But, you know. I think pretty much everything in our hand is like, if you have the opportunity to win, you can just take it. But we don't need it right now. So let's just keep some trade routes going, and we'll keep stacking food up, because that seems like our most important resource right now. Neither of these choices are going to matter. This is huge. We always take those. I guess we take that just in case. Throw the rest out. Where do you go? I think we were saying this spot was looking pretty good. It does tank our support even further. So maybe I don't love that. Maybe that is an okay spot. Let's get me the extra silicate mine. And then we've got 2 more exports and 2 imports we can do. Honestly, just start... Well, hang on. We're getting 5 tritium per turn. Get rid of that. Just bring more food in. Now, show me titanium. Not... I should have been more specific. Show me large titanium. Okay, you showed me nothing. That's less than useful. It's like a lot less than useful. Yeah, we always take these. GMO lab. It's a long ways away. even with the science regenerating, it's a long ways away. And I don't think we need more of that. Just start stacking up the science. Give me another exploration satellite, though. That is a big deal. Okay, absolutely useless. How about you? A savior. Okay, we win. Next turn. Next turn, me. Yeah, sure. I'll ship, like, some food over here, but know that it probably doesn't matter. I'll take 50 support. Choices that don't matter, because I think we won the game, but those are all things that look good. This would actually, like, kind of go sick in some of our robot-heavy cities. But I think instead we're just going to explore here. We're going to grab a titanium deposit. We're going to go... Oh, I don't know, road paver depot here. And then we'll go boom, boom, mine, here, skyscraper, nitrates. Wait, why am I still at 3? Do I actually need Deimos City? Uh-oh. I might have counted my chickens before they hatched there. Yeah, I need one more titanium. Alright, well, let's finish Deimos City then. Give me all of the free ones. So you have 3 free imports, and then everything else goes into that. It's a little awkward. This is a decent spot for a spaceport. That's a free trade. That's a free trade. Yeah, I just want to get that done. Awkward. Sure. Don't need the rest of it. We'll just upgrade you. We're fine on water. We already exported all the water we need for the Deimos City project. Show me more titanium. No? Okay. How about here? Yes! Okay, maybe we win next turn. We just need one more expansion point here. We accomplish that with a train station. Also makes people much less unhappy. End turn. Don't care. Explore. Here. Here. Mine. There we go. Okay. we have solved it. Well done. On turn 46. End me the game. We solved the puzzle. Now, let's see what we unlock. New leaders. Genetic modification reproduction speed makes life forms expand faster. You can import a life form, and you just have Explorer. Svetlana gives a free skyscraper and 2 free habitation modules. You can overwork to get double resources. You can prospect. And then Jagrav is an astral temple, whatever the hell that does. 10 support per population is decent, and then 5 extra projects. That's okay, but he's kind of got like a... Oh, right, and they're forever perks. Bacteria spreaders are cheaper. +1 support when you actually like fill out a city. And then +1 support for every 10 resources on a space project. Okay, fair enough. We've leveled again. What are these? Oh, these are like outdoor buildings. Increases the climate zone's rain by 2. +1 support per prestige of all life forms. Oh, that's it. Okay. We didn't get as many unlocks as I thought we did.